Okay, badass, successful Reiki business owner. The next step you get to do is to get really clear on what you want to create for your business. Okay, we're getting really clear. So when the universe comes and like, hey, what's your order? What would you like to have today? You can say, da 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 da, ranch on the side, right? Okay, so let's just talk about some questions. What do you want your Reiki business to look like? What do you want your room to look like? This is my Reiki room here. This is where I see my clients. This is one little corner of it. You'll see more later in other videos. I love this space. I honestly would be happy being here forever. I love this space. I love how it feels. I love how it looks. It's just how I like it and just how I want it. And it's because I knew what I wanted before I got it. I didn't have this space and then figured it out. I figured it out and the space found me. So what does your Reiki space feel like? What does it look like there? What does it feel like when you're working on a client in your space? Where is your space? Where do you practice? Where do you want to be? What area of your town do you want to work in? Do you want to work in your home? There are pros and cons to that. We'll get into that later, but that's an option. Do you work in your home? Do you do your work via distance? Where do you practice? What feels good for you there? What's the exchange for your services? What are your prices? How do those prices feel? How does it feel when you imagine doing a service for someone, doing a session, and then paying you the amount that you're asking? What does that feel like? What's that exchange like? And then how do you serve people? What people do you serve? What kind of things do you help them with? Okay? You may not have all of these answers right now, and that's okay. All right? Don't get caught in the weeds of anxiety or comparison, like, oh, well, I don't know yet, I'm just starting, okay? It's okay not to have all of the answers super clear right now. But the important thing is taking steps toward that clarity, visualizing and seeing what it is, what you want, getting a clear picture of it. And then when it's there, you'll be able to know, like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I want. I love this. I would change nothing. Or you get what you asked for and you go, actually, you know what? I want to make some tweaks. And I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't been able to create this thing with the knowledge and awareness that I had at the time I created it. Okay, so this will help you move forward on your path. You don't have to have all of the things perfectly figured out. Some of it will happen over time as well, but it's important to have an idea, have a direction that you want, right? I think of it as like these intentions that we're setting for ourselves. What we're putting into the law of attraction is like the roadmap, right? So we've got our roadmap, we've mapped out our course, we know exactly where we want to be. But then when we're on that road trip, it's like, holy crap, like world's biggest ball of yarn, detour, let's go check that out, right? So it's okay that as you're on the journey, things begin to evolve and you want to like take detours, or maybe you're on the journey and you realize that you don't actually want to go to the destination that you were planning to go on anymore. It's taking you in a different direction. But having that map and having the intention set helps you get started and helps you move forward. It's okay if it doesn't go exactly as you planned or exactly as you expected. And spoiler alert, it won't. Okay? It won't go exactly as you plan or exactly as you expect. Most of the time, it'll be even better in the long run, though. So enjoy the journey, enjoy the ride. Know that just because you've mapped out a course doesn't mean that there won't be detours or changes made, and that's okay too. Okay? As you are thinking about what you want your workspace to look like, who you want to serve, what it feels like to serve them, like as you're getting really juicy with all of those manifesting thoughts, notice the limiting beliefs that come up. Okay? Pay attention to those voices in your head that tell you, you're crazy. What makes you think you can do that? Are you serious? You want to work in that side of town? Do you know how expensive that is? Notice what limiting beliefs and stories come up, and remember to rewrite those stories and then shift the focus and come back to gratitude. Okay, gratitude, gratitude, gratitude every single time. That's going to help you maintain that high vibrational frequency so that the things that you want also want you. Okay, happy manifesting. Go get it. I'm so proud of you guys. You're doing great. You're doing so great. Oh.